niggas looking at you doing.
Everybody knows Dr. Dre don't drop a record a week. It's like, it's a process. What's your process before we get to hear a track?
You know, it's not the same thing every time. It really depends on who I'm working with. I try to get inside of the head of the artist I'm working with, and the record has to be them. I don't go approach an artist and say, okay, this is the way I think your record should be. I just try to make what they're bringing better and just add whatever they're bringing, add my thing to whatever they're bringing. So I just try to get in touch with the artist, try to get in touch with their personality and what they're trying to do, and try to just take that to, you know, to levels unheard of, you know.
That's real talk.
That's just my thing. It's no set foundation or no set way of doing it.
I'm thinking, like, because, okay, everybody knows your gangster shit and what you did with Snoop, but when we heard Eminem for the first time, you know, Hi, My Name Is, we like, but it was him.
Right.
It was perfect. It wasn't 50 Cent. You captured Eminem.
Right. You know, and I think that's the reason for longevity. You know what I'm saying? You vibe with the artist, and you just elaborate on what they have to give, and you just like make what, you know, I just add my thing to what they have, and that's all it is to it. Eminem, I'm going to add my thing to Eminem. Snoop, I can't go in the studio with Snoop in an Eminem state of mind, if that makes any sense.
Absolutely.
You know, I just have to just be them almost, you know what I'm saying? That's what makes the projects come out so good.
You got a young kid, he want to be a producer like you. He want to live the Dr. Dre life. He admires you to death. You see something in him. What would be the first lesson you teach him about this game of hip-hop?
First of all, you have to make sure that this thing is for you, and it's who you are, and you're built for this, you know, and then you have to give it the passion that's necessary. You know, like I said, I don't do it for the money. The money is going to come. I do it because of the love that I have for it, you know what I'm saying? If I was a plumber or something like that, I still would make hip-hop records. That's how much love I have for it, you know? I feel like right now, I've been in the game close to 27 years, and I've actually thought about this just recently. Out of the entire my 27-year career, there's only been 2 weeks that I've been out of the studio. I've never been out of the studio longer than 2 weeks in my entire career. That's how much love I have for this thing that I do. So that's the thing, just the passion that you have for it, and really, really put your all into it, and make sure that your word is the last word. That way, you don't play the blame game or anything like that. If it comes out hot, it's on you. If it doesn't come out hot, it's on you. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is to it.
I think people I've talked to that had the privilege of working with you have said the same thing in another way. They like, when you go in the studio with Dre, it's not a game. He's not your friend. He's in there, he's working, and you're going to do it till Dre thinks it's right. And they all appreciate that.
Yeah,
there's a big difference between a beat maker and a producer.
Yeah. You know what? There's definitely a big difference between a beat maker and a producer, because once you finish the beat, you have to produce the record. You know what I'm saying? And I think there's a big difference between the rapper and the songwriter. You know what I'm saying? Rappers, you know, anybody can go spit a 16. You know, the minute you ask the MC to give me the hook first, most of them get lost. You know what I'm saying? I look for songwriters, you know, so that's all it is. And I know, I'm a little bit tough in the studio, but everybody's happy once they come out of the booth.
So you as close as we can get to Pac. What was the experience like?
It was incredible. You know, I remember being in the studio with Pac, and he actually went in the mic booth to write, you know. And I'm like, okay, that's different. So I'm in the control room, and he writes the lyrics. All right, I'm ready, you know. He spits California Love, 1 or 2 takes. I was like, all right, put the next thing up. And he would just sit in the booth, you know, like, put the next thing up, right? Put the next thing up. You know, I think that's the reason why he has so many songs and so much material, you know. It was incredible.
He's like a machine.
Serious machine, serious talent.
When I speak of you, of course, I'm incorporating NWA because you were a movement. What stroke did you guys put on the painting that wasn't there?
I think just the element of the street, you know what I'm saying? That's what we were going for. I think you were a big part of that, because our first record was basically just almost a remix of what you did with 6 in the Morning. You know what I mean? We did Boys in the Hood because of the love for that record so much. But we just wanted to basically put where we came from on the map. Back then, it was just a lot of New York going on, and we wanted to represent Compton, and we wanted to put Compton out there in a way where it was just like, it was hard. And we wanted to hit everybody across the head with a sledgehammer, like, listen to what the fuck we're doing out here, you know? We got something to say, too.